Hello all. Today, look at where we are going. Do you see that blue gum forest behind me? That is where we are planning to stealth camp tonight. So let's go and have a check. So here is our blue gum forest. And what we're looking for are 4 trees that are a suitable distance apart where we can make a hammock. You know, I think I can see this tree, that tree, that big tree, and that big tree. I think that may make a perfect place for a hammock. So, let's see if we can make our hammock and set it up here. So we cleared this little area here, and I brought some rope with to make our hammock. Let's go to the first tree. Let's tie around, turn it 2 half hitches around here. And that's going to go from here to here. Let's put a clove hitch in here, just 1 half hitch. Just to hold it. Now the next tree is going to be this bad boy here. Let's just put a knot in here too, so it doesn't close. Right, so we've got 3 trees. Let's go back to our last tree. So here is our last tree. We're going to end this with a round turn and 2 half hitches. There's the 1 half hitch. There's the 2nd half hitch. And 1 for luck. So, let's just get out of here. Now, we're going to take this tarpaulin let's take this tarp and wrap it around here. Looking good so far. Got another top. Well, let's try it out. Let's see if when we sit in it, it can hold our weight or not. Looks good. So there we go. We're all done. Feels fine. So there's our bed for the night. Let's just see what it looks like. And now, let's make supper. So we've got a little liquid fuel stove. It's one of these penny stoves, and we've just cleared a little space so we don't get a fire going here. Get it level. It's about level. It's actually in the woods here. It's out of the wind. Takes a couple of tries to get it lit. It's burning okay. Takes a while just to warm up. Right, while that's warming up, it is burning. Let's get supper. So, we're eating out tonight, out of a can. We've got some spaghetti and meatballs. Yum. And there we go. Spaghetti and meatballs. So we've got bed set up, we've got supper on the go. How long did that take? So now we're sleeping in a forest tonight. It's quite a dense forest. Should be, the beauty of the forest is in this windy condition. It's not very windy at all. This is a slow stove. It shouldn't burn anything. And it'll just slowly do its thing. We've got some cheese to add to it. Yum. It's all looking good. So bed is set up. And the fire's on the go. Now, just to get back to the bed, you may be wondering, what is it that keeps this? I didn't put any ropes underneath it. So you might be wondering, what is it that actually holds the bed? Well, it's friction. The top pushes on the bottom, and the friction prevents the tarpaulin from slipping. I know, friction's a beautiful thing. Imagine a world without friction. So here the friction is just helping to make our little bed stay in place. And yeah, we hope it's comfortable enough to sleep in. I've got some little inflatable pillows. So we just blow them up or inflate them. That one's a bit hard to inflate. Let's try this one. It must be a bit easier. So there's our one pillow blown up. Now if you look around, we've got 360 forest, kind of off any track. So really I'm not expecting to be bothered by anyone, hopefully, tonight. There's our supper. Let's just see if this little burner is still burning. Yes, it's still burning. These are little, it's actually filled with methylated spirit. Stoves are nice and slow. You don't have to worry about them. They just do their thing slowly over time. Now, I'm very happy to be sleeping in the forest. I've never slept in a forest before. You know, people watch paranormal and horror and Blair Witch Project, was it? All those kinds of real crappy movies, and then they wonder why they're scared of the dark. Well, this forest looks pretty friendly so far. There's no wild animals, bears. I did see a caracal or small mountain lion just a few days ago in this very area, but it won't bother me. They feed on little guinea fowl, which is like a pheasant. They're not interested in big meat like me. So it won't bother me, I won't bother it. Hopefully no one's going to bother anybody tonight. So we're just looking forward to, it's a new moon night. It'll be quite dark. There will be no moon. But you know, the starlight, we'll be able to see a few stars through a gap up above. Now let's just show you the canopy of the forest. That's what it looks like up above. So we'll be able to see a few of our old friends, Orion, Rigel, Betelgeuse, and so on. I always love waking up and seeing them, getting reacquainted. I can see that it's beginning to bubble a bit. Yay, in the center it's beginning to bubble. It means it's getting a bit warmer. I really wanted some really simple foods, like just a tin of something which is a complete food of meatballs and spaghetti, so that, say on the impulse, I keep a bag of sleeping bag and everything. If on an impulse, if I want to go stealth camping, I just put in a tin of something simple like this, spaghetti and meatballs, and yeah, off we go. No preparation really, and a flask of tea. And then the rest I try to keep in my, I try to keep to whatever I can fit in this one haversack. So that is all ready for tonight. It's always nice to cook because I don't like mucking about in the dark. So it's good to cook in this sort of not so good light, get it all done and eat before bed. On the same phone that is recording, I have a book that I downloaded, a Western, which I can read, and I've also got a radio on that, so I can listen to the radio. So it's just lovely to get out here in the woods with Little Red Riding Hood, no wolves. I can make like Little Red Riding Hood or whatever. All the stories, hunts and kill, who knows, there's millions of stories in the woods. Snow White, I think. Yeah, but we're just looking forward to a nice sleep in the woods and a nice bit of supper. So I've got some cheese, let's just get that. So we're gonna make a right royal mess by adding the cheese to. It's gonna get real sticky soon. Let's add the cheese in there. That's a lot of cheese. But can you ever have too much cheese? Death by cheese. What a way to go. You can see our stove still burning. Let's mix in the cheese. Let it heat up and melt in. There we go. So it's all good. Well, here we go. Absolutely delicious. Nice and warm, cheesy. Meatballs, let's try them. Lovely too. Yum, what a great and simple meal. Now, I'm not an expert stealth camper. I've just recently taken to stealth camping. Did a lot of camping in my youth. My parents always used to take us on holiday camping in a tent, which was great. Enjoyed that. But I'm fairly new to stealth camping. So I like to try different circumstances. Like, I've never tried a hammock before. I've never tried stealth camping in a forest before. You know, in the open, you know, it's nice and friendly. Sometimes can feel a little bit claustrophobic and oppressive in a forest. But I think it's going to be great. This is actually a little bit of an opening here. There's no houses anywhere in sight. We could have a light on and nobody could see us through this dense foliage, just the way I like to stealth camp. Like I say, I don't fill my mind with scare stories, etc. Because if you're going to watch horror and paranormal and all that stuff, then you're going to ask yourself, well, why are you scared of the dark? I mean, the answer is obvious if you're watching zombie apocalypse and every kind of vampire movie. Anyway, I don't even think of those things. I just think of how great and quiet and pleasant and simple it is. You saw it didn't take long to set up our hammock, and friction just holds it all in place. Hopefully we don't fall out of it during the night. I'll tell you if we do. One can of food. So we're eating out tonight, eating out of a can. I really like the spaghetti and meatballs. Yum. And especially on a little spirit cooker like that. Didn't take 5-10 minutes. So life can be really simple. And like I say, I'm trying out different places to stealth camp, like motorbike stealth camping. This will be the first time camping in a forest in a hammock, a homemade hammock, not a real hammock. We'll see how easy that is, just how well we sleep. Because I don't really sleep much on my back. I normally sleep on my side. So we'll have to see how well we manage to sleep tonight. You can see we're nearly finished with this food. Really tasty. So when we've done this, what would be the next one? Oh yeah, the next thing I've got in mind is to build a well, it consists of 3 sticks. 2 sticks are going to be the doorpost. One is going to be the ridgepole, and we're going to make a long debris shelter to sleep in. I'm hoping to do that this coming Sunday. So that's the next project I've got in mind. That'll also be something new. Well, there, we finished the can. It was delicious. Man, I can't believe I forgot to put in some wine. Oh well, we've got coffee, or tea should I say. So we'll just make do with tea. Oh, the suffering we must endure without, I'm just joking, without a swig of alcohol. But this tea, I'm sure, would be great. Perfect to wash it all down with. Well, I guess that's that. Now we're just going to wait for it to get dark and then have a sleep. And if we need to, if we wake up as I normally do during the night, I can read or listen to the radio. So, looks like it's going to be a very promising night. Well, it's nearly dark. I may have forgotten my favorite torch or flashlight. I know I have got a light somewhere though, a different light. But I don't think I'm going to even bother. I'm just going to say goodnight. This hammock really is comfortable.